Hi, it's Dr. D. Thank you so much for joining me as I explained what the informative speech is all about. So, if you're here to learn, and just so you know, you are safe, you are seen, and you are secure. This is a learning landscape. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to learn and you are here to evolve and transform into this incredible storyteller and speaker and communicator. So, this is a fun activity. So, the first thing we're going to do is start looking at yourself. And when you do some introspective and reflection, you're going to start by using the looking glass concept. This is when you gain information based on how people, particularly significant others, behave around you. Or you can use social comparison to determine who you are. You can look at peers, you can look at siblings, you can look at your parents, you can look at colleagues. All of those different people in your life really help you to grow and develop and to know who you are from a social perspective. Majority of us will use the cultural teachings, which means this is from your parents, these are your extended family, these are people who are outside of your group, your core group, your uh, sorority sisters, fraternity brothers, people you volunteer with, people that you see on a regular basis, like you play sports with them or go to the gym with them. These are people that are outside that intimate area where you basically like your home base, if you will. If you think about like a circle, big circle, the smaller circle would be the looking glass, your intimate partners, friends. Then, if you look outward, it would be the social comparison, people that are very similar to you, peers, older siblings. And then, if you look at a grander scale, you're looking at cultural teachings, which is your perceived self and your presented self. So, that is where we're going to focus in on your poster speech. So, before you even get started on your poster speech, you need to inform your audience where this information is coming from. You gather this information from where? Tell us where you gathered that information from. Did you use the looking glass? And why did you choose that one? Did you use the social comparison? And why did you choose that one? Did you use the cultural teachings? And why did you choose that one? Okay. So as you were developing these ideas and finding out, you need to get a poster board. Now, I love a digital poster board. So you will see an example below me. You're going to see an example of a digital poster board that I did on myself and what I gathered and how I did it. Okay. So you can use that as an example, as a jump off point, and you'll have that visual along with this video. In the presented self, you need to talk about 5 or 6 different words, 5 to 10 words on a poster board that describe yourself and why. So just telling us those words is not enough. You need to actually say why those particular words. So if you say, I'm loyal, tell us why you feel that you're loyal. If you say that you, and this is your perceived self, if you're saying that you are someone that's studious, why do you feel that you're studious? Those are all things we need to know. Then you're going to interview your family and your friends, and you're going to ask them some questions and ask them when they think of you, what word immediately comes to mind and why. Usually there's some sort of story or some sort of situation behind that. Share that story and situation behind why they are asking you. They are saying this is the word that comes to mind when it regarding you. Soon as you say their name, this is the word that comes to mind immediately, and here's why. What kind of situation were you in? Like, did you do something together? Did you travel together? Did you go through something together? And that's the reason why. So those are things you want to talk about in your presented self. So one side of your poster board needs to be your presented self, where you are discussing what others said about you, which means you need to be in third person when you're having those conversations. And then you need to switch over to the perceived self, where you are telling us how you feel about yourself and why, and giving us situations, scenarios, examples as to why those words are the ones that you came up with. Okay. So that is how you can do it. We would like for you to do this in front of a crowd. So if you get like 5 people, that'll be great. That is the ideal situation, so that you can see what it feels like to be a public speaker, storyteller, what have you. If you cannot get 5, get as close to 5 as you can. If you cannot get those 5, just submit your assignment. We do not want you to miss out on this opportunity of learning how to do public speaking and kind of dipping your toe into the world of public speaking and storytelling. So if you are unable to do that, that is perfectly fine. There are no points that are going to be taken away for this particular one, but certainly I do want to encourage you for the next one. Please make sure that you include an audience so that you can get an understanding. It's a different feeling when there's an audience. I've had an audience of 2 and I've had an audience of 600. There is a different feeling, a different type of energy and synergy that happens when you have a audience versus you just doing it to a screen. So just keep in mind of that. If you want to do Zoom, that's perfectly fine. If you want to do Google Meets or Microsoft Teams, all of those things are viable options for you to complete this assignment. So really, we want to encourage you to get those audience members so that you can get the full experience of what it means to be a public speaker, a storyteller, and a communicator. Okay. So I'm really excited about what this is going to do for you. And this gives you an opportunity to plunge into public speaking and what it could help you to grow and give you the confidence that you need for your upcoming classes. So I'm excited about that. So I do want to share that. And we're all here in this together. If you get nervous, that's okay. Just encourage yourself, practice as much as you possibly can. As I shared with another one of your peers, it takes me up to 5 times to really have a good speech. I have to do it about 5 times before it is a solid speech. So don't feel bad if you have to do this multiple times. That is a part of the process. Having multiple drafts is a good thing. That means that you are working towards progression, and that's what we want to see. We do not do perfection in this class. We do only progression. And most importantly, have fun with this. This should be a fun time. So this shouldn't be anything where it is so overwhelming. This should be fun. This should be exciting because you're learning more about yourself and what others think about you, which could do wonders for how you want to make any necessary changes. So thank you so much for joining me. This has been incredible. I hope that you enjoyed so much by doing this. And if you're not enrolled in this class, I hope that you get enrolled in this course. And if you are not fully engaged yet, I want you to be completely engaged because I don't want you to miss out on any aspect of the course. Every aspect is epic. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Have a wonderful day.